And I know as a young rapper, right? Some of the responsibility is on them, but at the same time, they're young in their pursuit in this music career too. You know what I mean? They do hold some responsibility, but at the same time, I feel like it's parents as well that can monitor the kids on what they should or should not wear or listen to. You know what I mean? My son, like,
well, my response to that is, homie, you must not be for your people.
What you mean?
Well, because we was told it takes a village. It don't take two parents to raise a child. It takes a village to raise a child. Everybody else have a village. Everybody else have a village, right? There's an African proverb that says it takes a village to raise a child. How we gonna come back and say it's on the parents? No, it takes a village to raise a child.
I'm all for that, but at the end of the day, I'm daddy. You listen. This is my house. You gotta listen. You gotta listen to me.
I'm daddy too, but I'm daddy.
Go ahead. You go. Yeah.
I'm daddy, but I still need the village. I still gotta send the baby to school, so I need the teachers. I still gotta let him play football. I need the coach. He still gotta go outside and play. I need the neighbors. We still got the black radio stations, the black DJs who have children also. I still need the morning show to do like they used to do and not play certain rap until the kids got off to school. You see what I'm saying? It takes a village, homie. It takes the responsibility of all black people to say, nah, man, I ain't playing that until the kids get out to school. We used to hear stuff like, I love school. Say, I love school. And they wouldn't play nothing until the kids got off. Morning talk radio show wouldn't have no inappropriate conversation till the kids got off to school. Rappers used to make a radio version and a CD version. They used to make one that went to the radio that was clean version. So it takes a village. But when we all become selfish and we become tribal, we become tribes again. We divided as tribes. It ain't no village no more. Daddy is trying to be a dictator. Daddy want to say, so that's how you missing. You trying to dictate. You can't dictate. The village go tell you what the kids listening to. The village go tell you what the kids doing and listening to. Miss Mary down the street go tell y'all what them boys were doing standing out there at that bus stop. You don't have a clue what they doing. The man at the store know who coming in the store stealing. But don't nobody talk to the man at the store. Ain't no village no more, homie. How we gonna get so grown where we reject all the things that our ancestors them taught us? We done got all this white boy's education. We can pronounce all these white man fancy words. We can live next door to all these white folks around here. Now we can't raise our kids like our people done us. We said we don't need a village, huh? We don't need a village because we live next door to white folks now. We fucked up, my nigga. We fucked up as a race of people when we think it don't take a village to raise a child.
Well, that's why I asked in the beginning, what can parents or people do to actually support you and actually get your village?
I don't want you to support me.
No, I mean get the village. I
don't want
build the village.
Charity starts in the home. If you listen to what I said in the beginning with my own children, my son, my daughter, charity starts in the home. How you gonna go out and repair the black community when you don't even have your relationship repaired with your children? You can't openly sit down in the car and talk to your son. How you gonna come join me? I don't want you to join me, homie. Each person have to pick up their own cross, their own flag. And it starts with your relationship with your kid, your community. Your community is your village. Your community. So, but Each one of us knows some kid in need. We have sons and daughters who have friends. We have cousins. We all know some young people in our circle, in our circumference that's in trouble about something. We all have some friends who some single mothers that whose son need a mentor. So why overlook all them people and then come to me? Well, they want to come to me because this brings publicity. This can get the cameras. He got a big following now. Nah, homie. When all these lights go off, I still do this. When all these cameras and people stop calling, I still do this. I still do this, homie. When I was walking with no car, I still did this. Broke with no money, homie. Couldn't buy my weed. Couldn't buy me no weed. I still did this. When I couldn't feed my children, take my kids to go get ice cream, I still did this, homie. So it ain't about joining me. It's about what have God called each and everybody else to do for themselves and for the people that they know. Because the people that I know what I've done and what I do for the people and that God have given me reach to. This internet shit, homie, now it's entertainment at this point. But in real life, these people know, okay, we can get jobs, we can get this. What I do in real life is not for this. That's why I created a persona for this, to generate discussions, to bring awareness to our conditions.
I feel you. And I guess because here's where I'm coming from, right? When I was 12 years old, my mom put me in Amer-I-Can. I don't know if you're familiar with that. That's Jim Brown's, his program, his AAU program. I got taught by niggas from Compton Crip. I got taught basketball from niggas from Grape Street Watts. I got taught from basketball by niggas from A-Trade Gangsters. And my mom put me in that program, right? And it was Jim Brown's program. He was the face of it, but it was a bunch of other like solid, real dudes that I had to come in contact with every day that really taught me about some man shit, how to stand on my own, how to, you know what I mean? It was basketball, but it was also Rocc Johnson was my AAU coach, right? Rocc would take me, we would go drive to the Nickerson Garden projects. He would take me down, we would go to the jungles. We went down to 60s hood. All these dudes from all over the neighborhood where he would take us we all quote unquote gangbanging in our own little right, you know what I mean? But when we got on that court, we was all like family, you know what I mean? And what I'm speaking to is, if it wasn't for the parents or the people like around, even though Jim Brown was a celebrity, but at the time, Jim Brown put some real dudes around him to actually build his program and take those kids that was out of poverty to go play some sports. First time I ever went to Vegas, I was 13 years old, and I went with Rocc Johnson. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying,
yeah, homie, that's what I don't want to do. I don't want everybody to say, okay, let's join him, homie. When it's men like Rocc did that every day before Jim Brown came along and put it together. So this is what I'm saying. You got football coaches, little league coaches. You got guys who work in the detention center. You got some youth pastors in your city that's doing this. They may not be doing it on the level, but they're doing it. Why not join them? Don't join me. I don't want you to, because you can't join me because I'm getting people who done murdered people, homie. Everybody tied to me. I go get niggas who done killed as children and grew up what we call a state baby. I don't want nobody else. So, but it's other people, got organizations, nonprofits, and you guys, local areas that's doing it. How you gonna overlook those, man? Is what I'm saying. Search and find them out in the community. Search and find them niggas out in the community. They out there, homie. They got small nonprofits, small little organizations. They ain't even got their 501c. They got the ideals and they got some consistent action that they're in the community with. If everybody overlook them and come to me, then no, man. I go out in the streets and get them niggas that ain't even, homie. And I say to him, I got some programs for you. Here you go. And I get them youth program where they can go teach after school program. Well, they can go teach at the juvenile detention center.